Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this video we are looking at the Bandai movie realization Star Wars Teppo Ashigaru Sand Trooper, which is basically the same as the old Sand Trooper with some different details and some new accessories. So if you liked that figure, you're probably gonna like this one, maybe even more, because it's got some kind of cool accessories though. A little bit outlandish for one of them, as you can see on the packaging. He's got a giant, big-ass gun, but it's kind of cool. So let's get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 18 centimeters, which makes him just about 7 inches. So he's got some size to him. If you guys are familiar with this line, you know they are bigger than your average imports, which is kind of cool. It's nice to have a larger figure sometimes. And these guys, because they're larger, have tons of detail in them. So before we get into anything else, I just want to show you some of these details in case you're not familiar. You can see down there around all of his skirt armor, just loaded with detail. Very, very nicely done. More armor. Everywhere just about there's armor. And everywhere there's armor, there's detail. So it's very, I appreciate it anyway. I hope you guys would too. It's nice to see a figure with so much sculpted detail and painted detail to go with it. So that's pretty cool. So now let's talk about the accessories. We have the katana and the scabbard, which can be removed from the belt, which is kind of nice. The katana looks pretty good. I like the detailing on that. We have a rifle with the functioning little flint thingy. Then we have this big-ass rifle, shotgun cannon thing with also a functioning flint thingy. Kind of cool, really hard to pose him with it effectively, but you can do it, so that's alright. We have this backpack piece, which can be removed. It comes in the package separately, so if you want to take it off, you can, but it looks really cool, and they did a great job putting that kind of patinaed metal look to it. I like that. It's very steampunky and looks really awesome. And then in terms of hands, we have 2 fist hands, 2 gripping hands, and then 2 different sets of gripping hands with trigger fingers, one that's slightly more open than the other. So you have plenty of options in terms of having him hold things. We're going to remove the katana from the figure for the review so it's not in the way, and I already went over the paint and sculpt pretty much. It's good. There's really no complaints anywhere. I like it. I thought of one complaint just now. The wash on this, it's kind of like a more specific wash. It's not like they just put it everywhere. They just kind of painted it where it went. Could be a little more uniform, but that's a very minor thing, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Now, in terms of articulation, you can move the head around pretty well. It feels like it's a double ball peg. It could be a single. I can't really say. I don't own the figure, so I can't pop it apart to check, because if I broke it, I'd have to buy it, and I don't want to buy it because I don't have any money. But you can move the head around nicely. No problems. I like it. I mean, obviously it's limited by the armor. Look how bulky it is. You're going to have some limitations, but given that, it works really well. And we have this piece right here, which is on a hinge. So I like that. That's a nice little touch. Shoulder armor is connected to the actual arms, which is a great thing. It moves with the arms. It keeps the aesthetics of the figure in pretty good shape. The shoulders are connected with a ball peg, and then the shoulder itself is a ball hinge. So you can rotate the arm all the way around. I love that these are connected to the arms. That's how every shoulder armor should be, if you have any options at all. It's connected, this pops off by the way, you don't want to do that. It's connected to the arm with a little tiny ball peg, so it'll move around. You don't have to worry about it breaking or anything. And then of course the arms have really good range. No problems at all. Full bicep swivel. It's a little stiff. That one won't go. Let's see if this one will. Yeah, this one... Nope, this one won't go either. It's stiff, so be careful, but the bicep swivel is there. So hopefully it works for you. A double jointed elbow, which works really nicely. Great range, but it does get a little bit ugly, but not so bad. It's pretty well hidden by the armor, so that's okay. And then for the wrists, we have a ball peg on top of a hinge, which will swivel. Let me zoom in so you can see that a little bit more in case you're not familiar. So the hand is connected to a ball peg right here, then obviously you can see the hinge, and that bottom part of the hinge that goes into the forearm will swivel around, not like that because that's just the hand. This one is stuck, so I can't do that. There's a few stuck joints. It happens. You know, one thing, this just came to mind, so I'm going to mention it. People always complain about NECA and stuck joints. Well, this figure is not from NECA, it's from Bandai, which everybody regards as a pretty good company. Very expensive figure, still stuck joints. It just happens sometimes, so hit it with a hairdryer and you'll be fine. Torso articulation, big ass ball peg. You can rotate it around. It leans a little bit, not a whole lot, but a decent amount. And a little bit side to side, but again, not a whole lot. The belt is kind of a floaty piece, so it won't get in the way a whole bunch. This, where the katana connects, is on a swivel, so you can move that around, so that's pretty nice. These guys right here are actually connected to the thigh, so they're soft, but they're not going to get out of the way. They're going to stay with the thigh. These guys will all move out of the way. And the hips are connected on a basic ball peg, but you get good range out of it. I mean, you can pretty much bring them up to 90 degrees. Any kind of natural posing, any realistic posing would be no problem on this guy, so I think that's pretty nice. You do get a thigh swivel underneath all of that, so that's good. Double jointed knee, again, it gets a little bit iffy in terms of aesthetics, but it's really not bad. It's just that big, like seashell looking armor that sticks out that looks a little weird, but there's no way to avoid that, so that's okay. And then for the ankles, we just have a big ball hinge. So you can bring the feet pretty far forward, pretty far back, and if you want to rotate them around, you can give them a really nice ankle rocker. So once again, it's a very nice figure. I'd like to own them, but I just can't afford to buy everything I'd like to own, so these guys didn't make the cut. I do recommend them, though. I would very much like to have them, and I think you guys would, too. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.